Abigail here, it's nice to see. Abigail here, one little finger, tap,
The
tap,
Foundation
tap.
for the Development of Caribbean Children, or the FDCC, is the Caribbean's first indigenous private foundation dedicated to the development of Caribbean children, especially those living in disadvantaged circumstances. It evolved from the Caribbean Child Support Initiative, or the CCSI program of the Caribbean Center for Development Administration, CARICAD. The FDCC's purpose is to strengthen the care environment for young children in the Caribbean by providing financial and technical assistance to its partners. Those benefiting from the FDCC will be children up to 5 years of age and their families who live in disadvantaged situations, government and non-state actors implementing or managing programs in keeping with the Foundation's vision and mission. Initially, these will be countries of the OECS, and this will eventually phase into the wider Caribbean community, CARICOM. The FDCC continues to operate within the strict governance the CCSI currently follows, but reports directly to a board of directors. Let's now meet the directors.
Cuthbert Didier, a St. Lucian, is Director of Yachting with the St. Lucia Ministry of Tourism. He's an economist by profession with certification in strategic alliance contracts from Wharton Business School. He's been a consultant for the Caribbean Hotel Association, the United Nations, regional agencies, and has also completed economic impact studies in 8 Caribbean islands. Dr. Didicus Jules, a St. Lucian by birth, is the director of the Barbados-based Caribbean Examinations Council and consultant to the University of the West Indies Institute of Business. He was permanent secretary for education in St. Lucia and Grenada. He's worked as a consultant in education, human resource development, and international development for the past 25 years, working across the Caribbean, Africa, the Pacific, North America, Europe, and the Middle East. Gregory Degans, a Grenadian, is an independent banking and financial consultant with 40 years of experience in the Caribbean, having managed banks in 5 OECS countries and Barbados. He has a reputable track record in restructuring and growing commercial banks. He served on the boards of a number of indigenous banks in the Caribbean, spanning manufacturing, tourism, banking, insurance, aviation, and the retail sectors. Jennifer Astafan, a Dominican, is an attorney at law and served in that island as permanent secretary and chief establishments officer in the Ministries of Health, Communications and Works, and the establishment, personnel, and training departments. She's been involved in policy formulation, planning, legislative development and review, regulation, and administration at the highest levels in the public service. Milton Lawrence is a Dominican management consultant and chief executive of ECIC Holdings Limited, a consortium of indigenous banks of the Eastern Caribbean. He has over 20 years senior management experience in the private, nonprofit, and public sectors, and with regional and international donor agencies. He has regional and international experience in microfinance and project development and appraisal. He has an MBA from the Cranfield School of Management. Renee Ann Shirley is a Jamaican consultant with extensive international investment management, commercial banking, and trade finance experience. Ms. Shirley has a BA in economics, an MBA, and a master's in diplomacy and international commerce. She was managing director of the Eagle Unit Trust Management Company and assistant vice president investments for Life of Jamaica Limited, now Sagicor Life Jamaica. Dr. Trevor Carmichael is a Barbadian attorney at law and the founder of Chancery Chambers, a Barbadian law firm engaged in international business law and the law relating to charities. He's a member of the International and American Bar Associations, a committee member of the Inter-American Bar Foundation, and an associate member of the Canadian Bar Association. He served as president of the Barbados National Trust, the Barbados Museum and Historical Society, and the Rotary Club of Barbados. Dr. Julian Jules Ferdinand is a Vincentian business consultant, lecturer, and author. He lectures in strategic management, multinational strategy, and corporate turnaround in the International Masters in Business Management programs at the Arthur Lot Jack Graduate School of Business. He also conducts the Strategy Dynamics course in the Doctorate in Business Administration programs at the Arthur Lockjack Graduate School of Business and the Cave Hill School of Business in Barbados. These are the directors of the Foundation for the Development of Caribbean Children, the Caribbean's first indigenous private foundation dedicated to the development of Caribbean children, especially those living in disadvantaged circumstances.
There is no room for doubt, and the time is now. Your involvement and contribution will go far in changing the lives of the most vulnerable young children and families in our disadvantaged communities. Give our children the foundation they deserve.